Hey everyone, how you doing today? So guess what? We're going to be building up the delts today. And which ones are the delts? Well, a lot of people know the biceps right here. You have the triceps back here. And if you actually want to have really, really big arms, you want to build up the triceps because the tricep is much bigger than the bicep. It has the ability to get much bigger. So you're going to have huge arms if you build up a tricep as well. And I'll show you real quick, but we're going to work on a delts today. So to build up the tricep, you're going to want more weight than this, and you're going to behind your head. Usually you get one really large weight that's with its one handle, right? So it's going to be like this with one really large weight, and you're going to make sure that it doesn't really go down below this point and go up and up and up and up with a much heavier weight. Now the reason I have these little weights right here is because I've been doing a lot of curls, and you're like, what can you curl with these little 5-pound weights, right? Well, when I'm curling, right, I'm doing 1, 2, 3, and I'm doing, for each arm I'm doing like I'll tell you how many I'm doing right now. I'm actually doing 150 in a row, and I'm doing 3 sets of 150 reps. So I'm doing it 3 times in one exercise session. But I'm getting distracted. I want to talk about the delts today. And again, we have the biceps right here, we have the triceps right here, and right here is the delts. And why do you want to work out the delts? I mean, they have a number of applications, different exercises, different lifting. But one of the reasons you want to work out the delts, especially if you're, if you just want to look good, is because these are the guys that fill out the shirt, make you look like you have really big shoulders popping out. So especially if you're like a narrower person and you want to look like a wider person, if you work out the delts, then you're going to like fill out a shirt real quick. And how we work out the delts is like this. We're going to take these weights and we're going to put them at the side right here, right? And again, these are 5-pounders. So I know when I was doing the curls, I'm doing 150 in a row, but the delts are not as strong as the other parts of the arm. So we're not going to be doing that many in a row, but we are going to be using the 5-pounders, right? And again, adjust to your own specifications, to your own abilities, right? But we're going to breathe in. And when we go up, we breathe out. 1, breathe in, breathe out. 2, breathe in, breathe out. 3, and we're going to do about 25 of these in a row. And when we're done with this, we're going to take a nice little break, and I'm going to take a little break early because I'm just explaining how to do it. But I'm going to take a break early, right? And again, me personally, I'm going to do 5 pounds per arm, about 25 in a row. Then I'm going to do 3 sets of that with 25 reps in each set. So that's what I'm working on right now, and we're going to get to the other part of the gym right after I finish these delt exercises. So I'll be with you in just a moment. Okay, everyone. So real quick, I want to review from an old video that I was doing. Right, I was talking about deep squats before, and for those of you who don't know what deep squats are, or at least squats in general, right? It depends on who you are, but I know that a lot of fighters, they like to get into a fighting position, but with the feet still on the same plane, right? Feet about 45 degrees so that when you bend your knees, right, your knees are bending in the direction of the feet. They're not bending at any other angle, because that could like kink the knee and can make you feel really, really bad and could injure you. So try to keep your knees going in the same direction as your feet. And again, a lot of fighters, they might get in a fighting position and go like this, but for our purposes, let's just put our arms across our chest, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and do a few of those until you're pretty tired. Maybe take a break, and then do about 3 sets of those. I like doing things in sets of 3, and then like when I feel really, really comfortable with it, I might go as far as to do sets of 5. Or that is to say 5 sets. Start off with 3 sets, then when I get really strong, I start to do 5 sets and stuff. But let's talk about the deep squats real quick, right? So the deep squats is when let's get farther back, and we're gonna go down and just kind of like sit here, just kind of rest here, right? And for those of you with bad knees, you might not want to try this, or you might want to work your way up to it. But You know, and if you can't go down all the way, because a lot of people can't, you know, you might want to spring up on your heel. So like this, you know, but if you can, really try to get your feet flat and just sit in this for a while. And you know, it looks silly, but you're gonna feel like a new person when you're done with it. Just sit in it. You know, you're actually stretching out a lot of muscles that are really good for you, a lot of good for moving. And you know, just breathe. Just sit in this deep squat. Maybe do that for a while, you know, get up. And trust me, you're gonna feel like a new person after a while, and it's really helpful to all the joints and ligaments. You're gonna feel really great. So I just wanted to review on that. We're walking past my little herb garden here, and I gotta be honest, I'm not as up to date on watering them as I should be. So the ones that survived are the sweet basil, and these are really amazing in salads. You know, make a nice caprese salad. Tastes great, feels great. And I feel that gardening is really like, it's calming, it's relaxing, you know? So like I like to come out here, water the plants every day, every other day. We have a little aloe vera, a little mini apple tree, and a couple other plants here. But the reason I'm pulling you out here, one second, where are you? Yeah, the reason I'm pulling you out here is because we're gonna try this again, see if we can do this again with the pull-ups. I know I was not ready last time, so let's see how I fare this time. Okay, and real quick, let's get into this. The difference between a pull-up and a push, or a pull-up and a chin-up, right? Chin-up, your hands are gonna be curled towards you, and it's gonna work your biceps a lot. Those are the chin-ups. With your chin-ups are with your palms towards you. You know, works out your biceps. And the pull-ups are with your palms facing away from you. And the way you grip it like that, right? It's gonna have a lot more effect on the back and different parts of your arms. So let's get into it. Okay, still not ready to do it, but the other day I could do 0, and now I did about 2.5, 3. We'll work our way up. But in the meantime, let me do a little rope climbing action right here. You may ask yourself, why am I climbing up that rope right there, like that, at an angle? And the reason I'm climbing up it is because I'm hoping to work out a lot of the same parts of the back that the pull-up's doing, and that's part of what's going to get me strong enough to do some real pull-ups coming up soon. But like I said, you know, I could do about 3 right now, so I think I'm going to take a break. I'm going to do a few more, and hopefully we build up to 5 at a time, then we build up to 10 at a time, maybe back up to 15 at a time. So that's the goal. Cheers. Okay, real quick, as I'm walking around my backyard, I just want to address one thing you might be asking yourself. And that question is this: Ernie, why are you walking around shirtless right now doing your exercises? That doesn't make sense. You know, surely you want to have a shirt on to protect you from the sun. And yes and no, right? The truth is, I don't need that much protection from the sun because I'm not out in the sun that much. In fact, because of that, I do have a vitamin D deficiency that's been tested with the doctors, right? So it's good for you to every now and again get a little bit of sun on you. So that's what I'm doing, just getting a little bit of exercise, getting some sun on my body. And more than that, I'm getting a tolerance for the you know, the elements, whether they be hot or cold. I'm trying to come out here and build a tolerance, so I build a little bit of extra strength and resiliency and resistance and all that good stuff. So, you know, if you can, every now and again, maybe you know, take off a layer, go out into the elements, whether that be your backyard, the park, or wherever. You know, if you can, maybe just like, I'm not recommending running like this, but maybe just like do do some squats, you know, barefoot, something like that, so that you can like really feel the earth underneath you. It's a great feeling, great experience, and I wish you all luck, and I'll see you all next tomorrow. Take care, guys. Love you all. Peace.